Okay, this is a survey. Let's launch it. I'm getting this survey because they know that they did me wrong, y'all, but they're trying to fix it. Okay, so I've already did the survey, so why did I get another notification? Okay, so never mind. Going on, moving on. Um, I want to do um, the Book of Bizarre Truths, and I already got to a page I like, but then I said, let me just try and spruce up a little bit. I did find I was looking for a mascara yesterday. Couldn't find it, but I'm gonna go and look today again. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my troubles, that's what you do. Yes, honey, that's what you do. No matter what I do, I think about you. No matter what I do, I think of you. Don't ever doubt that this is true. Every day I think of you. Every day. No matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm at, I'm thinking of you, and that is that. Yes, honey. Mm-mm-mm. Alrighty. Okay, so let's do the book of Eek. I need a new one. I need a new one. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You know why I sing and I hum and I keep a good spirit? Because I know that um, any ad, ad, adverse any adverse things that happen or bad things that happen, um, I feel that it has nothing to do with me because I go out into the world and I'm happy. I'm twirling. I'm giggling. I like being positive and upbeat, and I enjoy my life. And other people who have a problem with that, I know that that's their own situation. And I don't take it to heart. I was talking to Kara and Heather yesterday, and I was telling them, you know, you would think that in a state where people are high all the time, that they would be happy, but they ain't. At least the people that I come in contact with, what I see more so than anything is people who need to feel superior. They need to feel superior than somebody. Uh, the young people want to feel superior to the old people. The old people want to feel superior to the young people. Um, People who ride motorcycles want to feel superior to people who ride bicycles, and it just goes on and on and on. And the amount of drugs, you know, the cocaine users versus the heroin users versus the gays versus the trans and the trans women and the trans men, is just all these different divisions. And this one want to be better than this one, and this one want to be better this one is in this one's business. It's just a quagmire. I just stay out of it. Okay, I just stay out of it, honey. You have to know where you do to be, and just do that. Do that. Because if you try to figure out all the rest of this stuff, that's how you get distracted. That's how, and let me tell you something. A lot of people that be trying to do stuff that they shouldn't, you can tell because they get off of their T. You know what I'm saying? Instead of staying on their spot, they lose their spot because they so busy worrying about somebody else's spot, and it's not their concern. One of the greatest things I have, the greatest gift that I have in my life is I don't have kids to raise anymore. So it's not my concern. Whatever is going on in another person's life or whatever, it's not none of my business. I have a responsibility to take care of my business and to honor my parents. Okay? Because I didn't orchestrate any of this. I'm not the architect of any of this, including my own uh, situation. I did not declare myself a black female, born when I was born, where I was born, to whom I was born. That was none of that was in my purview. So this is a situation that was handed to me. I just decided to enjoy it. And even though other people want to invite me to their parties, I just respectfully decline. Okay? Because I'm doing what I need to do. You do you over there, I'm going to do me over here. And if there's some way that our purposes align where we can work together to accomplish what it is that we are on this planet to do, that is fabulous. That is fabulous. But if our purposes do not align, then that's fine. You go on over there and keep doing what you're doing. I'm stay over here and do what I need to do. Okay? I'm not concerned about um, anything that's going on over there. Okay? And you shouldn't be concerned with anything that's going on over here. If it's none of your business, if this does not agree with your spirit, this does not align with your purpose for being here on planet Earth, ground zero, then keep it moving, boo boo. Don't be over here. Because trust me, I'm not checking for you. So don't tap in over here. It's as simple as that. Okay? Okay. You know, trust me. You know what the old saying is? Misery loves company. Happiness is good on its own. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Happiness and joyfulness can do isolation and solitary all by themselves. They good to go either way. But it's misery. Misery. Always want some company. Misery cannot be alone, baby. You heard what I'm saying? Put your hands up. Let this get all down into your spirit. You hear me? Miss Coletha, I'm going to tell you. If you by yourself and you got to get high, if you by yourself and you into everybody else's business instead of handling your own business, check yourself, baby. Accept yourself, baby. See yourself where you at, honey. That's where you is. Oh my gosh. Okay, listen. This is what we're doing. Okay. The Book of Bizarre Truths. Okay. Now this is going to be page 200, and this is Bizarre Truths about arts and entertainment. Okay. So it says, I hope y'all can't hear this and listen. It says, does life imitate art? Question. Or does art imitate life? I was talking to Anna this morning, and I said to her I wanted to go to Northwest Track because I want to take some pictures because I'm doing a new book, and so I'm doing the artwork, and so I wanted to get some good pictures to, put with my poetry. So I was saying in that case, art is imitating life. Okay, art is imitating life, or it is augmenting life. It is complementing life. Okay, so this is one of those chicken and egg questions that resist an easy answer. But if you want proof that art exposes the otherwise concealed aspects of life, look no further than the photographs of Diane Arbus. Never heard of her. Okay, so you may want to Google her. Matter of fact, I'll just pull her up now. So that's Diane Arbus. Never heard of this person, but probably have seen her work. Just didn't know who it was, okay? So I'm going to go to images. Child, I ain't seen none of this. Okay, so they're trying to promote this person. That's what it is. I wouldn't be interested in none of this, and it all looks macabre. It all looks, nothing that I would be interested in, and nothing that it would inspire me. Hell no. Okay, let's keep going. Reality bites. Okay, when modern cultures first make contact with traditional cultures, it often isn't the guns or bombs or mysterious command of fire and lighters that most frightens the indigenous people. It's the photographs. Remember, this is subjective, okay? Traditional cultures often believe that a person's soul is stolen by the camera and transposed into the photograph. Sounds strange, but what if there's something to it? One of the most controversial photographers in history, Diane Arbus, has often been accused of maliciously freezing her subjects in poses they never would have wanted the world to see. Okay. She reveals their innermost souls, which they would prefer to keep secret or cloaked. From high society to underworld, Diane, pronounced D-N, Arbus, was born in 1923. Okay. Okay. 1923, she was born as Deanne Nemirov, daughter of a wealthy Manhattan department store owner, but that name sounds Russian to me, okay? Diane always felt self-conscious about her wealth and was more interested in black and white images than the silver spoon. Okay, we got some weirdness happening. Come on, let's go. After spending many years shooting commercial photographs for various New York City magazines, she became known in the 1960s for her meticulously crafted black and white portraits. She loved to capture individuals who were on the fringes of society. See, I told you it's weird. She got some weird stuff happening, honey. Little people, giants, circus freaks, transvestites. Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Transvestites, the mentally insane, the physical. No wonder these pictures are just strange to me. Oh my God, that's why. Okay. I knew they looked odd and uninspiring to me. I just didn't understand why, what the deal was. Oh, weird. Hella weird. Mm. Was she taking advantage of these people? I don't know. I hope she paid them. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, the mentally insane and physically handicapped. In the last 2 years of her life, so she's gone, she photographed the inhabitants of New Jersey institutions for the mentally retarded. You know, you have to have release forms for this kind of stuff, and I just don't believe that their families were okay with this. Okay. I told Anna this morning I was going to Northwest Trek. That's for wilderness, you know, trees and hopefully some flowers and some birds, things like that. That's what I was looking at. I, I did a project with the Library of Congress when I was in San Diego, and for photographs as well as stories of soldiers, black soldiers, I had to get release forms and stuff like that. And I gotta tell you, it was so intense. I only did one. And even after I did it, I felt some kind of way. I felt some kind of way. Um, I did. I felt weird about it, and I never submitted his information. It's something very intimate and personal about. Ooh, just leave it alone, honey. So I left that alone. So some charged Arbus with voyeurism. See, voyeurism, while others questioned whether her disabled subjects had the authority to allow her to take their picture. See, yeah, that's something about it. Something about it, just right. It ain't right. It's taking advantage of people, you know. Arbus's photographs were undeniably eerie. I say that they are the word I thought of is disturbing. Yeah, I thought of it as disturbing. Oh, it's just they capture individuals in less than flattering poses. Susan Sontag accused Arbus of suggesting a world in which everybody is alien, hopelessly isolated, immobilized in mechanical, crippled identities and relationships. In an artistic medium capable of capturing reality, some felt that Arbus unfairly and even immorally captured only its bleakest aspects. I think that probably the reason why she did that this way is because most of the time when people take pictures and stuff like that, they try to look project a perfect image. And so this is the other side of the coin, which is very, what's the word? Uh, Whatever the opposite of. um, I think that what she should have done is um, take a picture of a person who has a perfect image and who is a person who is sound in mind and body, and you know take a picture that shows their perfect image and then shows their image without makeup, without the wig, without, all the other stuff. Okay. I think that that would be better. Or, with the persons who are mentally and physically impaired and stuff like that. I think instead of taking them in such a bleak way, but if she had spruced it up somehow. Now when she was doing these photographs, of course they didn't have Photoshop and all this other stuff, but she could have portrayed them in a more positive light than what she did. It just looks mocking. Um, I don't know. I don't like the pictures. Okay, I don't think that they look appropriate at all. I think that they look disturbing. That's what I think. So obviously, this person, what is her name? Susan Sontag. You know, she had a problem with these pictures as well. Okay, one of Arbus's most famous photographs features 7-year-old identical twins dressed alike. Okay, there is something ghostly about the image, with one twin slightly frowning and the other smiling just as slightly. Years later, the girl's father told the Washington Post, "We thought it was the worst likeness of the twins we'd ever seen." The comment goes to the heart of Arbus's art. She was not interested in immediate likenesses, but in deeper, more universal truths. I don't know. I think that this woman probably was crazy herself. That's what I think. Let me see the twins. Hold on. Let me see the twins. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Hmm. Okay. Arbus also photographed middle class families, journalists, artists, and movie stars. She revealed the ugliness and pain. That's why I see Liz Taylor looking crazy. Yeah, right there. That's Elizabeth Taylor. Yeah. Mm. Okay, let's keep going. Um, she revealed the ugliness and pain behind even the most illustrious of her subjects. Undoubtedly, why famous people tended to dislike her portraits of them. Arbus's husband, Alan Arbus, said that Mae West hated the photos his wife did of her because they were very truthful. Maybe it's a white thing. I don't know. Journalist and author Norm Mailer took one look at Arbus's picture of him and proclaimed that giving a camera to Diane Arbus or Deanne Arbus is like putting a live grenade in the hands of a child. Okay, let's see. Mae West. I don't know. Mae West was shaped like a pigeon. Is that what it is? That's what she didn't like. She looked weird. Diane Arbus looks weird. Yeah, she was a freak herself. Okay, so and Norman Mailer, Normanmailr. Okay, let's see his pictures. Norman Mailer. The name of her book was Outsiders. That's why. Diane Arbus, Norman Mailer. He just looks weird. He just looks weird. All these people look weird as hell, like zombies or serial killers or something, you know. They do not look all right. They look scary. Okay. Arbus critics lament her exploitation of the world's outcasts. Yeah. But she never treated her subjects as outsiders or considered them repulsive. She spent hours getting to know them before beginning a shoot and preferred to photograph them in their own homes among their own possessions. Because she don't have to pay for staging or studio time. So she was cheap too, just like old money is. Okay? Of the freaks that she photographed, Arbus observed that most people go through life dreading they'll have a traumatic experience. Freaks were born with their trauma. They're aristocrats. Well, then what are black people? Especially in this society. Okay. Arbus photographed that the world didn't what the world didn't want to see and succeeded in capturing what is usually hidden. She committed suicide in 1971 at age 48. Well, that says it all, don't it? She committed suicide in 1971 at age 48. I told you she was crazy. I told you she was crazy. She'll be back though. She'll be back. And this time she gonna be an outcast herself. Broke, handicapped. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Suicide ain't the way. And trust me, I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know, Kit Kat. Yes, honey. Let's find out how she did it. Mm-mm. You gonna get it together one way or another. Ain't no escaping your fate. What happens when you flunk class? When you flunk a grade, you drop out of school. Oh, baby. When you come back, you gotta come back right where you was at and finish. And usually it's worse because you the big dum dum in the classroom with a bunch of other youngsters. This they first go round. This is your second or third go round because you flunked. You quit. You dropped out. You'll be back. You gotta when you come back, you gotta start right where you left off at, baby. And now you out of sequence. You with a whole different gang of folks that you ain't supposed to be with. You out of place. Talk about being an outsider. Boo boo kitty, you got a problem. Don't do this. Don't do this. I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. Better listen. Listen good. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Hear me. Hear me. I'm talking to you. Mm-mm. Yeah, you was trying to go somewhere this weekend, weren't you? Better not do it. You making plans? Huh? Better not do it. You can go ahead on and do it. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. But you'll be back. And you ain't avoided nothing. You done made you gonna make the situation worse. But I'm over here minding my own business. Okay. I'm over here. I'm over here minding my own business. Okay. Okay. Her ex husband once noted that she had violent changes of mood. On July 26, 1971, while living at West Beth Artist Community in New York City, um, Arbus took her own life by ingesting barbiturates and cutting her wrist with a razor. She's probably a homeless person in New York right now, eating fricasseed rat. She was born March the 14th, 1923 in New York. Her spouse was Alan. She had a child. I don't know what her child is. Honey, do what you're supposed to do. That's all I can say. She wrote the words "Last Supper" in her diary and placed her appointment book on the stairs leading up to the bathroom. Marvin Israel found her body in the bathtub 2 days later. Photographer Joel Meyerowitz told journalist Arthur Lubo if she was doing the kind of work she was doing and photography wasn't enough to keep her alive, what hope did we have? I mean, she was blowing money. The thing that most Americans think will bring you happiness, legacy. When the film The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick, was released to cinemas worldwide in 1980 and became hugely successful, millions of moviegoers experienced Diane Arbus's legacy without realizing it. The movie's recurring characters of identical twins who are wearing identical dresses appear on screen as a result of a suggestion Kubrick received from a crew member, Leon Vitali. He is described by film historian Nick Chin as Kubrick's right-hand man from the mid-70s onwards. Chin goes on to reveal not only did Vitali videotape and interview 5,000 kids to find the right child actor to portray Jack Nicholson's character's son Danny, he was also responsible for discovering the creepy twin sisters on the final day of auditions. The pair, in fact, weren't twins in Kubrick's script, and it was Vitali who immediately suggested Diane Arbus's infamous photo of two identical twin sisters as a point of reference. Since Arbus died without a will, the responsibility of overseeing her work fell to her daughter, Dune. Okay, so she had a daughter. She forbade examination of Arbus's correspondence and often denied permission for exhibition or reproduction of Arbus's photographs without prior vetting, to the ire of many critics and scholars. The editors of an academic journal published a 2-page complaint in 1993 about the estate's control over Arbus's images and its attempt to censor characterizations of subjects and the photographer's motives in article about Arbus. A 2005 article called "The Estate's Allowing the British Press to Reproduce Only 15 Photographs, an Attempt to Control Criticism and Debate." I could see that. On the other hand, it is common institutional practice in the U.S. to include only a handful of images for media use in an exhibition press kit. The estate was also criticized in 2008. I was in Baghdad. Ow. For minimizing Arbus's early commercial work, although those photographs were taken by Alan Arbus and credited to Diane and Alan Arbus Studio. In 2011, a review of The Guardian of An Emergency in Slow Motion, The Inner Life of Diane Arbus by William Todd Schultz references the famously controlling Arbus estate, who, as Schultz put it recently, seemed to have this idea, which I disagree with, that any attempt to interpret the art diminishes the art. The work of Diane Arbus has been the subject of more than 25 major solo expeditions, 8 authorized publications, and countless critical articles. In 1972, Arbus was the first photographer to be included in the Venice Biennale. Her photographs were described as the overwhelming sensation of the American pavilion and an extraordinary achievement. That's because the rest of the world views the whole country, the whole nation, as a country of outsiders, misfits, outcasts, and weirdos. And it probably has something to do with the station of the Statue of Liberty and our immigration policies. Give us your weary, your poor, your downtrodden. Oh my God. That may have something to do with it. Okay. That may have something to do with it. So it's just very weird that the most weird, broken, freakish people in America are the leaders. Check the Me Too. Check Jeffrey Epstein. He had all the shmoney. Check all these other people who are the leaders. Even Donald Trump had a prostitute spanking him with a magazine that he was on the cover. Just weirdness, weirdness, weirdness. America, okay? I don't know. Let me know y'all thoughts down below, honey. I never heard this woman before today. Um, I think that this is very crazy. Her daughter's name is Dune. This woman committed suicide, even though she's old money, in New York, and she committed suicide. And she took barbiturates and cut her wrists. And these people want to see her photography. Dune Arbus and Marvin Israel edited and designed a 1972 book, Diane Arbus, an Aperture monograph published by Aperture. Um, I'm telling you, there is something happening. Listen, I'm getting back on my tea, and because I got other stuff to do, so I'm gonna go do that, honey, and mind my business. Um, Anyway, that was the Book of Bizarre Truths with a little segue into the biography of Diane Arbus of New York, photographer of New York. Um, I don't know if she's famous or infamous, but I'm going to go mind my own business. That's what I'm going to do. And I suggest you do the same, okay? Like this video, share this video. And if you're new here, subscribe to this channel. Talk to you later. Bye.